morning. This is the Abundance Mindset Podcast. Sit back and relax as we discuss hot topics on how to handle and grow your business, self-development, and how positivity can bring profitability in your life. Here are your hosts, Vinney and Walter.
Welcome back to Abundance Thursdays with myself, Walter Morello, and the great Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, welcome back, brother. It's great to see you in your backyard again.
Oh, thank you. It's been such a pleasure. 66 degrees outside. Summer is here, crisp and, nice. And looks like some gardening people are down the street here. Right. But you cannot hear them, right?
Not even close. Zoom has the ability to filter it all out.
I love it. No, this is great. No, it's fantastic. And, good fresh air is always something. I know Vinney is being kind of slow today. I got up late I got up a little early at 2:00 or whatever and did some things and went back.
I got a text from you at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time. So you were definitely awake early.
Then I went back to sleep. Then I got up. That's the beauty of life. You got to just take it as your body tells you. And you don't go against the grain. Right. That's what I've come to realize, because you want to really let your body heal when your body wants to sleep, when your body wants to be happy, or when your body wants to, just kind of be at a second place. I mean, now not a single person is at its peak all the time.
Right.
And anybody listening to us, if you're feeling like lethargic or something is happening, body is telling you that. And I'm just reading a lot of books on, keeping younger, this, that. I just got another book. So that's the beauty of it. You got to really see mind, body, soul, how it really all act together.
It's so interesting because you've created so much success for yourself, for other people, as a real estate investor, as a syndicator, as a coach, as a positive speaker when you were earlier, younger. Now at 70 years old, you're doing these podcasts. This is not the only podcast you do. I see you constantly volunteering your time, dedicating your time to helping others become wealthy. I see you doing a lot of in-person events at your house, right? Not at the house, but at the HOA area there.
Yeah.
By the way, I just found out that where you live is one of the most expensive places in California. Like I did not realize the caliber of that HOA that you're in, that area. So just in case you forgot, it is extremely expensive to live there, and to be able to bring your financial planners to see that area and to be able to be in that is a rare gift. Something they probably most of their lives are not going to be able to see, and then obviously to learn from you how real estate works and how they can use that for their their investors. That's pretty cool.
I appreciate that, brother. What I find is that, God has given strength. Everybody has got their strength. I mean, what I've done in the last 15 years, I never imagined. Well, actually 7 years, because my new company started in 2014. And so 15 plus 8 years, we are in April of 2023. I'm very humbled, the kind of progress my companies have taken and my angel investings and a lot of that. I mean, looking at the plane, my brother Craig and I and other partners in hospitality, we are looking at getting that plane. He was talking about yesterday. He says, Vinney, what Rolls Royce you want? I said, what? Literally. He said, do you want the Phantom? And what we are thinking, I can't believe it. I mean, he's just mind. His mind goes into every direction. He says, you know what? We're going to have a chauffeur. And we'll be able to, over the something he's got a great business plan. And when we need it for our clients and everything, that chauffeur will be driving it and everything. Otherwise, there'll be some people can rent it, I think. Yeah. What? I don't know.
This is next level when you think about how far you've come. You started with $7 when you came to America. You were living with your uncle. Yeah. Like you did a lot of work, right? There was selling books, and I know your story because you and I have spent a lot of time on and off camera where I really got to know where you come from, as a person, as a family man, and as a business owner. And it's interesting because sometimes some of the rules you put down in business are tough, right? Even though you're the biggest hearted, like caring person, like one of your books is all about positivity, and yet some of the rules you'll put down, it seems like it's night and day, but it's really because you want the company to do well. You're taking care of your investors, you're taking care of your residents, you're taking care of like all the people who work for you. Where do you get this fixative purpose? And by the way, Wealth Principle 16 is develop your fixative purpose. It came from the book that you suggested I read, Richest Man. No, sorry. What is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
Think and Grow. Yes.
So Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I read it a long time ago, and then you suggested I read it again. And I went through and it was like I'd read the book like for the first time all over again. I've read it so many times over the years, but when you said look for the fixative purpose, like read it and just like listen to some of those components, I feel like it really just had a major impact on me. Where do you get yours? Like, where do you get your fixative purpose? How do you know it's the one?
I'm so glad you're saying that, because I think the progression of our business, our mind, and everything around us, like law of attraction I talk about, everything is based on fixation of purpose. Because if you are fixed on clarify your values and beliefs to understand, I was just looking at some of my notes I put together. Clarify
at 6 o'clock this morning, right? 2 o'clock your 3 o'clock your side.
Because when you told me the topic, brother, I like to do some kind of, I want to be helpful to everybody listening to us. So the biggest thing is fixating the purpose is so important, because if you have really good goal in mind, you got to clarify your values, your belief systems to understand what's important to you. That's number one. So that's what I look at. What's important to me right now? What's important to me is build $1 billion. What? I'm right at 1 billion. My goals have gone so high now. In 4 years, I want to have $1 billion in hospitality, in building hotels and name brand hotels. Then my another goal is $1 billion. It may take me 8 years, but that's for my senior living investing and all. Then my other thing is to move my angel investing, different companies to a next level. So that's my purpose right now. So whenever I'm talking about all those three things.
It's three simple things that are all cohesive towards one general direction of leveling yourself up. You've established really a skill set in real estate. And so now you're leveling yourself up in that same exact skill set, saying, how do I get more? That $1 billion for you is now, it seems like an attainable goal after acquiring $1.6 billion in real estate. It seems like you could do that now in the hospitality, which is still it's a subsection of real estate. Just like the residential assisted living is a subsection of real estate, you're expanding out your portfolio from multifamily and you're going into these other classes and saying, well, I did it here, now I'm going to do it here. And how long did it take you to come to this fixity?
I think all these things don't happen overnight. That's what I find. Your mind starts thinking, your subconscious starts thinking, and then you send out signals, and then, people who will make it happen for you. I should say that because I'm not in it alone at all. I mean, all my partners, everybody is in it together. We are moving with vengeance, to accomplish. So you never can do anything alone. You got to have strong partners, strong believers, strong hard workers with similar visions to accomplish the goals.
This is gold. So if you're listening right now and you're wondering, how do I make more money? How do I grow my company? How do I buy that next property? Be writing down what Vinney is talking about. It does come from your fixative purpose, your commitment to the task itself, the commitment to your goals, and just really deep diving and saying no to things, right? How do you define what to say no to? You just ask yourself, I'm sure, a very simple question, right, Vinney?
Very, very simple. I mean, once you determine that what you're passionate about, right? You uncover what you're really drawn to, then you create a vision. Sorry, but the vision has to be then put into a game plan. See, a lot of us have visions. We fly high, we dream, and we dream very high, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. But you know what? Those dreams should become goals,
Yeah.
the deadlines. And then you got to give feedback. You got to hold yourself accountable. Because if you're not holding accountable and achieving those goals and putting those game plans in action, then dreams will be dreams till we die, you know?
Yeah.
So we got to really put action and take those steps and learn those skills and get better at everything and bring those partners with you so that you can achieve those goals.
I know you're healing right now. I can hear the cough a little bit. So that we know that's going away. You're healing. You're outside. You're breathing in the fresh air. So you just came back from a 21-day vacation with your family. 2 weeks ago, you were out with your family taking that time. And when you came back, you seemed like a new version of Vinney. It was like you had just like stumbled upon your true fixity of purpose, even though I'm sure you have this every year because you do these vacations. What was that impact? What was the impact of taking time away from the business, not touching the laptop, not touching the cell phone? How did that help you develop your fixity of purpose? Did you spend time talking about it with your family? Or is it just something that, being away from work for a little while helped you get more clear?
Being away from work, I think, is what I would say. I don't discuss too much with my wife, and so forth like that. And now our other family members were, different parts of our, nation. But mostly what it was for me to give rest to my mind and my body and my soul and just get focused back in. Especially when you take some time away, you're really doing wonders for yourself. And, the mind is such a thing. Mind doesn't stop. Mind is always, 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 bringing thoughts and all, but you're then crystallizing those thoughts. And when you come back after 7 days or 14-day vacation, you're ready. You're ready to really take on the challenge and get back into the things, and then get a new vision or something. I think something really happened to me was not only the Younger Next Year, the book somebody introduced me. I promoted it so many places and my postings, and I even ordered some copies and took it to my, people who met me last weekend. Actually, we were at the Ritz-Carlton here in San Francisco, and the week before, I was there, Ritz-Carlton in Los Angeles, where we were able to raise 25 million. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how things can happen for you if you have fixation of the purpose. So like today, tomorrow, my partners, Sachin and Craig and other people are there in Dallas already today. I fly tomorrow with that if I'm feeling good, And then our goal is to raise $10 million this weekend. I think, the thing is you got to really have strong purpose, strong goals, and then you do everything possible to achieve that goal. That's what it is all about. So we got 16 people, I think, very rich people, and some family offices, some other people, some banks. They wanted to, come and meet us and talk to us about what we are trying to do so that they can join hands with us,
And it's $100 million fund. It's a 506C. Yes. So for any real estate investor, you know what we're talking about. It's 506C means he can actually talk about it on the internet. It's one of those holy grails that most investors can't talk about their deals. So this is it's really fun to be able to spend time with you, Vinney, and actually
thank you.
Really, as a community, we kind of get to watch you right now because you can talk about it freely. Alchemist Nation's here watching and seeing you. You already raised 25 million. You're going to do 10 million, and like you're not doing it all at once, but you're taking these big chunks of sitting down and building the relationships. And your team, I'm sure, is doing a lot of the connecting behind the scenes. I know you got over 500 investors, 530 investors who operate in your company. Some of the questions that I've been getting lately is a lack of motivation. And I want to point out for the person listening right now that Vinney said deadlines. When he said your dream, if it doesn't have a deadline, it's not a goal. Like you make the deadlines, make it a goal. But people have a lack of motivation right now. And I can't say it's just Americans, but I know my friends from outside of the country don't have that problem. When they come over to America, they have a lot of motivation. So what do you think is a way that a person who's lacking motivation can find it?
I'm so glad you're asking that. I would say, Walter, when there is lack of motivation, means there is something not correct. Lack of motivation is because our purpose is not strong enough. We don't understand the purpose, and we have not put down our game plan. What's going to achieve? What do we have to do on a daily basis to achieve that purpose? Okay. So essentially, we got to start from the top. How badly we want that. Whatever we wrote it down, I want to accomplish in this quarter. We are in April right now. That's second quarter of the year. First quarter is gone. If you did well, if you didn't do well, it's gone. I just say 30 seconds back. Never look back. I mean, you can't change it. So why to worry? Just learn from it. If you sloughed off, if you were not concentrating on the goals, if you were just, just thinking that I'm going to while away because this whole year is going to go away. Time doesn't stop for anybody. Right. But you got to stop yourself. Time doesn't stop, but you stop. Slow down to speed up, I say always, You got to take care of your life. If you are not doing what you want to do, then something is wrong.
Right.
And you got to have a single purpose. And you got to sit down and go back and forth. What will happen for your family, for your relationships, for everything? If you were to make double the money, I always say that, or 5 times the money, would that take care of a lot of your challenges, a lot of your problems? So if that's the case, sit down and then you say, okay, what do I need to do? And if you don't know, get a mentor, get a coach, get somebody who can really tell you what to do. Because if you don't know what to do, somebody should tell you that and hold you accountable.
Now you're talking about the strategic plan, like to put that together if you don't know how to do that. So you start off with, I'm going to try to break this into 3 concise components. It is first, you have to know what you want for yourself. Like you have a burning desire for a different life. And then second is a strategic objective that is powered by that primary goal for your life. And then the third is a strategic plan. And sometimes you need help putting that plan together.
Yes.
Because the strategic objective has deadlines in it, right? That has deadlines. The lifestyle you want to live has deadlines. And then the strategic plan needs action steps with deadlines to enact it. And sometimes you need help, the coaches or mentors. Talk about that for a second.
And then you need the team members. I mean, this life is not a single solo game. It's a team. It's a sport. It's a game of life. You need the
organizational chart. You need to find out who can do the things.
Exactly. You got to prioritize. I always say that mindset, goals, prioritize, delegate. You got to prioritize what's important that you should do. A, B, C, D, E, F needs to go to somebody else. Because if you keep on doing D, E, F, then A, B, C will never get done.
Wow. And in ABC, that's more of the strategic side of things. That's more of the little moves that make big differences in the company.
Totally.
It sounds just like the E-Myth. I feel like I'm listening to you and I know so many people who are stuck in the doing.
Yeah. E-Myth is a great book. Everybody should watch it. I mean, and listen to it. I like listening. But you know what? I would like to recommend everybody to, if you have read or listened to Think and Grow Rich, which was written so many years back, it still is marvelous book. I mean, you learn so much. Lots of us need refreshers. We need refreshers. On my audible.com, right? I have 65 books now, and I'm always getting more and more and more. I know you're looking for.
I'm looking for it. I think Dorina has it in her office.
No. That's okay. But Think and Grow Rich, how to influence people and win friends. Dale Carnegie.
Yes.
Magic of Thinking Big by W.J. Schwartz. You cannot go wrong with these 3 books because that will get you fired up. You talked about motivation. If you're not motivated, it means that, you're not really committed to your goal. Or in your life, there are some struggles or stresses that is impeding, your success and also motivation. So you got to kind of sit down, slow down to speed up. Look at your life, look at what's happening, why you are unmotivated, let's say that, and then let's find a solution to it. Because we need to be really, getting up in the morning and alive. I say that a lot of people get up in the morning and they're dead. That's the truth. I'm telling you.
I've seen them. I've seen them in Walmart, the zombies. They just walking through.
Totally. Hey, then don't get up. I mean, if
go back to bed, right?
Go back to bed. If you're not going to be worthwhile for your body, soul, mind, and who you are and contributing to the society, then getting up in the morning should be a good charging thing that you take that day and say, you know what, I'm going to do everything I need to do today in 4 hours. And I'm going to enjoy the 4 hours. You can do it. I always believe that, brother. One good week can make the month. One good month can make the year. One good day can make the week. So if you are so powered up and you are just have appointments after appointments and everything, I always believe that we don't need to work 5 days or 7 days or whatever. You can do so much more in 2 days if you put your mind to it, if you have single purpose, if you have all your team members working with you towards the goal, right?
Yeah.
So much. I mean, we can just accomplish so much. Vinney's coming back into his form.
You're fighting it. You're bringing in the health. So I'm going to recap real quick the 4 steps. The 4 steps for the Fixity Purpose, straight from your mouth, what you've built, billions of dollars with. And then I got a special question, a special favor to ask you, because you teased out that you've got something that now I want. So step 1 was your vision, your driving purpose, your burning desire.
Yes.
Step 2 was your strategic objective, a thing that can help you get to that burning vision for yourself. Then 3, you said you need a strategic plan, a tactical plan with deadlines in it.
Yes.
And then 4th was your organizational chart. Bring in the help, make room for people to help you. So this is, Fixity Purpose. Vinney is killing it in life and with his partners and his angel investing, his real estate investing. And you mentioned, Vinney, that you have 66 books on your Audible account.
Yes.
I would love to just see what those are, and I will go write an article on Alchemist Nation and just share these are the books that Vinney is
I would love
to.
that, brother. I will go to Audible. I'll make pictures of that frame.
Perfect.
And shoot it out to you right after the podcast. Yeah.
I appreciate you so much. For everybody who's listening, this is Abundance Thursdays. We do this every Thursday at 9 a.m. PST. That's this West Coast. And 12 p.m. EST. That's on the East Coast. Vinney is giving himself to you, his knowledge, his awareness. He's representing the 52 Weeks to Wealth, sharing each principle from the mindset of a billionaire. And this comes to because he's made the commitment to build not 100 millionaires, but 1 million millionaires. And Alchemist Nation is supporting that cause. We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure the world knows who Vinney Chopra is. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Thank you. See you next week.
Hey there. Next episode is on Thursday. Thank you for listening to Abundance Mindset, live every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on social media platforms. Hosted by Vinney Chopra and Walter Amarillo. Be sure to subscribe, leave your comments, and give a 5-star review. Thanks.